All right, Falcons fans, get ready because this is going to be a wild ride, and it's all about Atlanta. The NFL rumor mill is spinning faster than a perfectly thrown spiral, and we're right in the thick of it. Kirk Cousins, our $100 million backup, is being linked to a potential blockbuster trade with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, down in New Orleans, Derek Carr's shoulder injury is shaking things up in the NFC South. How do these big developments connect? They could completely change the game for the Falcons and maybe even put us at the top of the division. I'm diving deep into this chaos to connect the dots, so hang tight. First up, let's talk about the Steelers. They're in a bit of a quarterback pickle waiting for Aaron Rodgers to make a decision. Will he sign elsewhere or hang up his cleats at 41? While they're left waiting, Sports Illustrated's Albert Breer dropped a juicy tidbit. If Rodgers says no, Pittsburgh is eyeing a trade for none other than Kirk Cousins. Yes, our Kirk. With Mason Rudolph and Skylar Thompson as their only quarterbacks, neither of whom is exactly a franchise savior, the Steelers need a solution fast. Cousins, at 36, brings 13 years of experience, a 66% completion rate, and a knack for throwing for over 4,000 yards each season. He might not have Rodgers' flash, but he's a steady presence for a team with a killer defense and a new weapon in DK Metcalf. Here's the deal. The Falcons are all in on our 2024 first-round gem, who lit it up in his 3 starts last season with 750 yards, 6 touchdowns, and a win that had us all cheering. Cousins, now a backup, is itching to start again, and Pittsburgh could be his ticket. But here's the catch. His $40 million cap hit is a monster, and the Steelers' locker room has some big personalities that might not mesh with Kirk's laid-back style. Still, imagine the trade haul. A third-round pick, maybe a young defender like Joey Porter Jr. That could boost our draft and cap space, allowing us to build around our young star. But losing Kirk's safety net is a gamble. If our rookie gets hurt, we're left hoping our backup doesn't let us down. It's a smart move for Atlanta, but my heart's racing at the thought of needing Kirk. Now let's swing over to New Orleans, where our NFC South rivals are in a bit of a mess, and it's music to our ears. Ian Rappaport reported that Derek Carr is dealing with a shoulder injury that could sideline him for the entire 2025 season. Surgery is on the table, and the Saints are scrambling. Carr is their $150 million man, and without him, they're in a tough spot. Last year was rough for him, finishing with a 5-5 record over 10 games, averaging just 214 yards per game while injuries piled up. With the number 9 pick in the draft looming, they're sniffing around for quarterbacks like Cam Ward, Jackson Dart, and rookie Spencer Rattler, who's already showing off at workouts. But here's the kicker. They might be looking to snag a veteran, and guess who's on their radar? Yep, Cousins. This is where things get really interesting. A trade between the Saints and Falcons? I'd sooner see a Falcons fan cheer for New Orleans. Cousins wants to start again, but his hefty $40 million cap hit is a major hurdle. Atlanta isn't budging unless the price is right. Think a second-round pick or a star player like Cameron Jordan. If the Saints push for Cousins, it's a double win for us. We shed Kirk's contract, gain valuable assets, and weaken a rival. But if they manage to land another veteran like Carson Wentz or Ryan Tannehill, or even draft a star, Cousins' market could heat up elsewhere, boosting his trade value. Either way, Carr's injury has cracked the NFC South wide open. Tampa Bay has Baker Mayfield, Carolina has Bryce Young, and we've got our young star. And we've got our young star Penix ready to shine. With Carr out, that leaves Baker Mayfield as the veteran presence at just 30 years old. This is a great opportunity for the South, and it's a shakeup for Atlanta. But the question about Cousins still looms large. Let's connect the dots here. Julio Jones' legacy and Atlanta's ambition are intertwined. Julio just retired, leaving a significant void that no free agent like Amari Cooper or David Andrews can truly fill. Remember his 2016 NFC Championship performance? 9 catches for 180 yards, shredding the Packers' defense. He set the bar high, clutch, explosive, and always putting the team first. While Cousins has impressive stats, he never quite reached that Julio level in Atlanta. However, trading him could spark a Julio-like leap for the Falcons. Picture this. We trade Kirk to Pittsburgh for picks and use those to draft Georgia's Michael Williams at 15, a pass rusher who can make opposing quarterbacks sweat like Julio made defensive backs panic. Or if the Saints come calling, we snag assets to pair with Penix, creating an offense that echoes Julio's 300-yard torching of Carolina in 2016. It's a pragmatic move. Cousins' exit clears cap space, brings in youth, and honors Julio's win-now mentality. But there's a risk here. Julio's Super Bowl toe tap in 2017 reminds us to seize the moment. Trading Kirk carries risks. If our young star stumbles without a safety net, and if the Saints grab a talent like Ward, they could quickly be back in the hunt, and our trade leverage would dip. We're betting on Penix's potential, with a solid 68% completion rate and the guts to make big plays. It's a high-wire act. Deal Cousins, stack the roster, and chase the division crown. Julio never quite grabbed that opportunity, and we can't risk stalling our young star's rise. My gut says it's time to make the trade, but my heart's pounding. What's the right call? The NFC South chessboard is set, and the Falcons hold the keys. This situation is bigger than just Kirk or Carr. The NFC South is a powder keg, with Tampa Bay steadying things with Mayfield, but their defense is aging. Think Cam Jordan light. Carolina is young and raw, maybe just 2 years away from being contenders. New Orleans, without Carr, might lean on Rattler, who has a decent arm, but lacks that Julio-like clutch factor. In Atlanta, Penix is our ace, and London is a 1,000-yard stud. Our defense features A.J. Terrell locking down receivers. Trading Cousins could net us a haul that allows us to snag Williams or a sleeper corner like Texas J.T. Barrett in the second round. We could even add a veteran backup like Jake Browning, and suddenly we're loaded. If we flop, we're looking at another 7-10 season, the same old Falcons. But if we nail this, we could be hoisting the South banner with Julio smiling down from Canton. So Falcons Nation, it's your call. Trade Kirk or hold tight, this is your moment. What's the play? Do we deal Cousins to Pittsburgh for picks and youth, banking on those picks to ignite our future? Do we tempt fate with a trade to the Saints to weaken a rival? Or do we hold on to Kirk, keeping that insurance and letting our young star cook? Drop your takes in the comments. I'm eager to hear your hot takes. Julio gave us fireworks, and now it's on us to light up 2025.